6 LPA to 16 LPA. That's the jump I made in my first job switch. And the only reason I could do that was because I had the audacity. So here's what happened. In the HR round, they asked me what is your salary expectation, and I told them I want 20 LPA. And they were shocked, honestly, because I was coming from 6 LPA package. They straight up denied and they said they can't do it. To which I said, okay, the least I can take is 17 LPA, less than I will not go. To which they said, okay, we will call you back. And they had an internal discussion and they called me back after 1 hour. And they said the best they can offer me is 12 LPA. To which I kind of laughed and told them that we are not even on the same page. I already have a 14 LP offer and there is no way that I'm going to accept your offer. And moreover, I'm not the guy who switches jobs every year. In my previous organization, I worked for 4 years straight, and I intend to do the same with your company. At least 3 to 4 years I'm going to stay here. If you do not give me what I deserve, which is, I think, is 17 LPA, I'm going to look for another job 1 year down the line in your organization. I don't think that you want that, neither do I want that. So I think 17 is fair and this is something I deserve, and I'm going to stay for a long term in your company. So just think about it. So they said, okay, let me discuss the HR said, let me discuss this internally. And she called me back after just 5 minutes. And then she said, we can offer you 16 and that's the final offer. And I said, I accept it. Now here's the thing. I knew already that I want 16 LPA to start with. So here's what happened. In this whole experience, there are 3 takeaways. The number 1 is the background research. Before you apply for any corporate job, you must know what is the maximum salary bracket for the role that you're applying for. I knew for this one, it was 16 LPA through a mutual. Now, it's up to you where you get this information from. LinkedIn, Glassdoor, mutual, whatever. But if you do not know what is the maximum money they are offering for the role, it's not even a fair game. You will never get the best package. Number 2, bluff. So I said I already have an offer of 14 LPA. That was not true. I didn't have any offers. But with the confidence with which I bluffed, that's more important. And the third, the interview itself. The previous rounds went so well for me that I was certain that they wanted me, and my interviews were exceptional. Only that gave me the confidence to ask for the things that I asked for and say the things that I said. If your interviews previous to the negotiation have been average, none of this is going to work. So make sure your interviews are exceptional before you try any of these things.